YouTube, this is Albert Aldridge of albertaldridgefitness.com. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. It's an absolute pleasure having you. And this is day 8 of my lean bulk, where I'm going to be lean bulking for about 2 to 3 years, maybe towards the 2-year mark. But I want to get to a point where I can bench 140 kilograms for a comfortable 1 rep max, 180 kilograms on the squat, and 220 kilograms on the deadlift. So those 3 1 rep maxes, but very comfortable. And then I think, because somebody messaged me recently on YouTube, I think I may compete eventually in physique, not in powerlifting, but who knows, I might try and compete in the 2. And we haven't got anything that's going to try and put me off doing this video today. We haven't got any rain, but across the road we've got a little bit of a noise. I'm not sure if the camera's picked up on it, but just ignore it if not. Anyway, I did chest and triceps. I've just come back and also did bench press. So I started off with bench press, 3 sets with 75 kilograms. So for the first set, I do 75 kilograms for an AMRAP to see where my strength is, and that is like an all-out set. And then I kind of do with the same weight. They're not back-off sets, but I just do a bit of volume. So I'm aiming for about 12 reps for each set. So with the first set, I did 75 kilograms last time for 5 reps. This time I did 6 reps. Woohoo! So I know it's nothing too big, but with this lean bulk, the progression is going to be very slowly, as my weight is going to be going up very slowly. But with bench press, it usually increases as your body weight increases. And what you'll see on the screen is that my crotch, my bum looks like it comes off the bench, but I made sure today that I was keeping my glutes on the bench and I was only tensing them. But when I tense them, my crotch tends to rise, so that's why it looks like my bum might be rising. So what I do with the rest of the first set and then sets 2 and 3 is just rest pause until I get up to 12 reps. And then I did a combination of different exercises. I went to the hammer strength incline press, flat dumbbell press, and then variations of the cable flies, as well as triceps with the dumbbell. We call it overhead dumbbell extension for the triceps. That was really good actually, and didn't hurt my tennis elbow. And then some overhead tricep extensions. But you're going to see my physique at the end of this video, because every week on a Monday I'll show you what my progression is as well as my weight. And I try and do a posing update at a similar time, because last Monday I did it at 12:30 PM in the afternoon, so I'm going to do it around 12 PM today. But moving on to the topic at hand, there is a reason, the reason why you might actually be putting on weight, or in fact losing weight. It just depends what your goal is. It's all the supermarket's fault. I'm serious. They're deceiving you. But what I mean by this is, if you're somebody who has a lot of pre-packaged things or has a lot of packaged foods, what I'm talking about are foods that give you a certain portion. So you can get, say, bread that is sliced up, and then you could just take out 1 slice of bread, and then you could look on the nutrition label and see how many calories it is. Now, what I'm talking about is, I experimented the other day. In fact, it was when I did my day of eating. I made a bodybuilder's BLT. If you haven't checked that out, go and click on the link just here, so you can go and check it out right now. But you've got to like this video and watch the end of this video first. But I took 2 slices of bread from that, and I looked on the nutrition label, and it said per 100 grams it was 235 calories. And then next to it, it said per slice, in brackets, typically 44 grams, equals, what was it on the top of my head, 103 calories. That was it. So what I did is, I got these 2 slices of bread, then I weighed them out, expecting it to be 88 grams, because 44 times 2 is 88 grams, and it actually came out to 79 grams, which I know 9 grams might not seem like much of a difference, but it's actually 24 calories difference. So you're expecting to have 206, but you're actually getting 23 to 24 calories less than that. So my point is, if you're somebody who, say for breakfast you have 3 slices of toast, and then, but pre-sliced already, then say for lunch you have microwave rice out of a packet where it claims that there's 2 portions of 125 grams in there, and then say for dinner you have chicken breasts out of a packet and it says how many calories there are in per fillet or something, and then for dessert you might have an ice cream that is pre-packaged as well that says typically weighs this much and equals this many calories. If you're doing that consistently across the week, they might actually weigh a lot more than you realise, or they might actually weigh a lot less than you realise. So you might not actually be getting the total amount of calories you're expecting every day. So what my advice is to you, it's obviously you've got to be relaxed about your diet. You don't want fitness to take over your life. However, what you need to do is be a bit more mindful about your intake. So maybe go for more foods where you can weigh it out yourself and it doesn't give you, say, per fillet or per breast or per slice, it's this many calories. You have to do it yourself. And maybe just be, rather than try and hit a certain amount of calories, like a certain number, give yourself a window of like, say 50 calories. So you want to aim to get 3,050 to 3,100 calories. So you can give or take a few calories in case that happens. But just be a bit more mindful about what you're eating and maybe start tracking a little bit more. In the description below, I have got a link to the food scales that I like to use, because food scales can really help with weighing out foods. But if you guys really did like this video, please give it a like. You might be wondering, I'm doing a lean bulk, why am I talking about things to do with losing weight? But I have a lot of people who've been asking me to cover this topic. So even though I'm lean bulking, I'm still going to be talking about weight loss topics. So don't worry about it. But again, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this with anyone who you think might find it helpful, comment down below because I will reply to you, and it's time to make the best version of you. Have a brilliant day, arrivederci, au revoir, see you later, bye.